But they were talking about this dude, this Japanese seaman, or was he Chinese? He was a dude on a boat, and then he got hit by a German submarine, torpedoed his boat. And then he basically was able to get on the last life raft solo by himself and survived 144 days at sea in a small life raft, just completely by himself. With one jug of water. Basically, it says, like, long story short, he survived out there by, when a bird would land to take a rest, he killed that bird and drank its blood. That's how he was able to go through without water.
That's hardcore.
It's hardcore. Apparently, he killed a shark with a gallon of water, that gallon jug of water. Basically, yeah. No, apparently the story was he filled it up with the salt water, or after he drank whatever water was in it, filled it up, made it like a club, and because sharks kept thrashing his boat trying to figure out if it was prey or whatever, so he beat the shit out of a shark with a gallon of water, man.
Hell yeah.
And then
that man understood water tension.
That shit's just crazy, because I thought the story would be more like he jabbed it to death or he stabbed it, but it was like he clubbed a shark.
He blunt force traumaed it to death using a water bottle.
And here's the thing you gotta think about. Most predators, when you offer resistance, they're not there to fight. They want the quick kill, run away just to eat.
Most of the time, they will run away after the first couple of strikes.
So that means either he hit that motherfucker so hard he KO'd him in one, or he hit it so fast he just typewritered his ass. I kind of think about that situation, bro. If you're floating on a boat in the middle of the ocean, right? And I know you got that. I don't know how to pronounce it, but basically like the fear of the deep ocean underneath you, that thalassophobia or whatever it's called.
Oh, it's not really that. It's more the fact that's not my environment. Like, that's what... I can go on deep-sea fishing trips, right?
Right.
And I could probably go in the water, but I will not be in for long.
No, I don't know if I could do that. Unless, I was trained to, if I had gear like scuba shit, I don't know, dude.
I mean, even then, bro, that's skills. I just don't like being in an environment that I can't really thrive in.
Well, it's I saw this other video, and it really explained how deep the ocean is. And when you realize how deep that motherfucker, you could turn Mount Everest upside down and it's still not the bottom of the ocean.
Yep.
You start really realizing, it's nothing but a black bottomless void underneath me. And that is terrifying. You don't know what's underneath there.
Right.
Anytime I've even gone to Galveston or anything like that,
there was a conspiracy theory that I heard lately. I started going down a rabbit hole of theories and stuff, right. And I stumbled upon a video about the glacier. So the deeper it goes, the scarier and shit it gets.
Yeah.
Kind of off the wall but makes sense kind of stuff.
Right.
They're talking about bottom of the ocean and shit like that. So there's a conspiracy theory that at the bottom of the ocean there's no actual land, it's just gravitational pull there.
Interesting.
Yeah, going off the theory that Earth is a porous rock and water is a majority of it, and it fills up all that shit.
All the caverns.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense if you ask me.
Yeah.
Because
it's kind of creepy. I don't like it.
Well, but if you kind of think about it, what's magma? You know what I'm saying? It's the molten rock that's been chilled and cool. It's got that more of a. So if you figure that mixture of rock.
Magma is.
No. But what I'm saying is, in that environment, you can't just have fire. So if you have something like the core of the Earth being as hot as it is, that would make sense. If you have water seeping in and going through or whatever, it's just converting it and cooling it down to magmas to a point where it makes the porous holes. You know what I'm saying? That would make sense to an extent.
I mean, we've all seen volcanic rock.
I mean, it's very porous shit. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And then even on that, have you seen the Meg?
Scrubbing.
Have you seen the Meg?
I have not, but I've seen clips of it.
Okay, well, Spencer, put a little time cap. If anybody ain't seen the Meg, they can time skip or whatever.
Okay, so it's basically fucking like Sharknado with less tornadoes, and it's a bigger shark, and yeah.
So basically what it is they go to the Mariana Trench and they realize the bottom of the ocean isn't actually rock. It's just a layer of dust that's so thick that nothing can actually go through it. So that's what it is they get they basically build a submarine that can stand that pressure, but is also designed almost like a bullet so it can go through that level of atmosphere. The bottom of the ocean isn't rock, it's a layer of atmosphere, and then that's where the megalodon and the big shit from the past are living, because it's the only thing that can still sustain their.
So it's those drills from Gears of War 2.
Sure. But here's the thing that's terrifying. Okay, so we did the episode on the bloop and some SPCs and shit like that, right? And
SCP.
SCP. What did I say?
SPC.
Oh, I like that better.
Yeah, you know me.
But we did that episode and we were talking about like the bloop and stuff like that and that El Gran Mahi or however you pronounce it and all that, you know. But when you really think about it, like, dude, if something's the size of the Mount Everest upside down and you have that much area in the ocean water, like, what is to say that there isn't some ginormous, like, I'm not gonna sit there and pretend like it's like, okay, like the Kraken, that is nothing but true to me. Like, you can't tell me that some squid didn't get that big at some point.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think the Kraken is just a giant octopus.
Right. Well, I think it was a giant squid that just got like you know how there's
a deep sea octopus. That's all it was.
Yeah. Well, like, but you know, like the actual giant squid, right? Like the species, the colossal squid. That's what I'm thinking. The colossal squid. And you know how they're actually like 35 feet long, and crazy big. So like.
There's some good calamari, I bet.
Because that's something that big might be tough to cut through and just tough meat, like rubbery.
Fine. I bet you it'd be good, though.
If you know what you're doing.
I mean, just make steaks out of it. Fuck it.
Be a lot of sushi,
calamari steak? Oh, dude. Okay, sorry. Please continue. I get this way whenever we talk about animals.
And exotic food.
I haven't eaten that. I wonder what that tastes like.
I haven't killed a man before.
I found a source to grab MREs, so we'll have an episode where we get to have you try some MREs.
I'm down for that. I'm down for trying some MREs.
It's going to be great. You're going to love it.
I'm probably going to love it and hate it. I heard them things will explode if you don't get the hot water quick enough and shit like that. Like, it's actual dangerous.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, it's
crazy.
Oh, what is it? Sodium phosphate, I believe. That's why you don't drink the water. Don't drink the water.
And the MREs?
Don't use the water for anything. It's bad. It'll kill you. Gases heat up, and it's supposed to cause, like, boiling action.
Right.
And that's what actually cooks the meal inside of the pack.
And see, I got that information from another little group I like that's called The Boys on YouTube. The dude, your narrator, he was from the military, and that's what he was saying. He's like, hey, don't hold that too long or it's going to explode in your hands. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, I'm just telling you, like, I've seen people legit get hurt because it's exploded in their hands. Like,
I've got a fun little thing that I like to do. So you take that.
Right. I don't know if you should be giving up that information to the future military guys.
Well, I can't confirm nor deny that a 32-ounce Gatorade bottle fits perfectly through the diameter of the vent tube of a porta potty.
Mm-hmm.
If you fill that shit with your sodium magnate,
right.
You see this picture happening behind us? This stuff happens with that stuff inside of the bottle.
Oh no, the shitter! No, Blade, the shitter!
Exactly, and then you just get a shit bomb.
A real dirty bomb.
Yeah, a real dirty bomb. A septic bomb, if you will.
Oh, C-bomb.
But you didn't hear that from me.
It's all alleged.
I'm not an anarchist.
So, like I was saying, like, if you really think about it, so, like, even in people, right, like, you have gigantism. And even in other animals, there's gigantism. And even though it's a rare thing, and it, just like in people, you know, you have the Big Show and Andre the Giant and those giant fucks and stuff like that. Why couldn't there be a colossal squid with gigantism, which would obviously make it like, you know, Kraken levels ginormous fucking squid? Right. And then once you hit
1 in a million chance that hey, suddenly
once you hit that level, of course the only thing you're going to be able to reach out to try to get is going to be shit that's the size of boats and stuff like that. Like something that seems like it'd be worth the meal. The song of my people is calling. Yeah, so I mean, why not? You know what I mean? Like the Kraken's definitely one I believe. Shit, I still believe there could be megalodons and stuff like that. You know, I know a lot of people are like, the food sources aren't there. Bitch, you tell me that motherfucker couldn't eat a blue whale, especially after they figured out it's twice as big as they originally thought. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I mean,
something's got to be putting them whales out. Like, there's got to be a natural predator to something. And just because we ain't seen it doesn't mean it's not out there. You know what I mean?
So you went all Tiny James voice.
Little James says it could be a possibility. You don't know. Stop acting like a douchebag about it.
I could really use the help. This is my therapy. Let this be worth it to my wife. At least she can be like, hey, you have a few fans.
And I'm a father of 3. My animals need to eat.
Stop talking about my sister like that.
In that case,
I'm daddy to 1 and father to 3. So what would you think would be the scariest thing in the ocean to have gigantism? Like out of living things now, you know? I mean, obviously a shark has a megalodon. You have a squid would be a kraken. A gigantic sea snake, that'd be fucking terrifying. You know what I think would be the scariest thing, though? And there's a theory behind what I'm about to say, too.
I think a piranha.
I disagree just because a piranha usually won't attack unless it's provoked or has blood. So, like, usually piranhas, if you see them, they just stay, like this in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? They stay stationary.
I don't know how much I believe of that. You're not a marine biologist. Let me rephrase it then. A school of giant piranha.
Aggressive piranhas.
Yeah, of course.
Because that's what,
like movie piranha. Like when they say, Mr. Bond, it's a pool of piranha.
with lasers.
Laser beams on their head.
You know who else needs a laser beam? Choncodile. You gotta love that little guy, man. He makes this day worth it.
I do. Every time I look at it, I smile.
Now, bull sharks be fucking
Because
terrifying.
bull sharks are fucking aggressive.
I mean, they're literally the most testosterone-full animal in the world.
You know, big beefy dudes.
But see, that's what's funny is because like a bull shark's not a huge shark, so it's more like the short king Chad.
Yeah, it has Napoleonism.
Yeah, he's just, what's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Hey, did you say something? Did you fucking say something?
But here's the thing, Blake. Here's the thing. He's coming from here. You know what I'm saying? He's like, what's up, bro? What's up? He's like way down there.
I heard you talking shit.
Real quick, I'm going to throw my pick out there. You know what I think would be the scariest thing in the ocean to have gigantism? And there's a theory behind this as well, biblically. There's a biblical theory behind
it. Oh, no, the
Leviathan.
Leviathan?
I can't tread water to save my life. I sink like a stone. I have that mutant genetic disorder where my bones are 40% heavier than most people. So I literally cannot tread water. I will sink like every time.
And he can't not go see a dick unsucked. It's weird.
Every time I see it, I just